And now, the moment that you've been waiting for. This was the mystery guest from season 1, episode 2.
Yo, what up? This your boy Mellow Man Ace from the legendary Cypress Hill Avenue in LA. Yo, thank you for having me on the show. If you didn't guess who's talking with Mr. Lawnge at this time, better luck next time. So stay tuned.
Guess who we're talking to? We can give a clue, but we won't tell you. So take a guess and do your best. Nevertheless, welcome to the contest. Guess who we're talking to? We can give a clue, but we won't tell you. So take a guess and do your best. Nevertheless, welcome to the contest. Welcome to another episode of Guess Who's Talking with Mr. Lawnge. I am Mr. Lawnge, here with my co-hosts, Kat and Big Al. We're on a mission to keep you guessing. Today, we're going to be talking to somebody you might know. First clue. He's in a hip-hop group consisting of only 3 members. Second clue. His whole crew is from the tri-state area. Third clue. His group had a totally different name before they became famous. And the fourth and final clue, the management company that they were with was headed by another famous recording artist.
And now it's time for Guess Who's Talking with Mr. Lawnge.
So, what is the best advice that you've been given in your life?
Wow. The best advice I've been given in my life is to never incriminate myself.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I was given that advice by the great Mike Tyson.
Wow.
Wow. True story.
That is very ironic.
Right.
Who are you most proud of?
I am most proud of my twin nieces. I'm the youngest of 7 with 5 sisters and 1 brother. And my youngest sister is 3 years older than me. So my mom passed away in 1988, which left my sister and myself with her 2-year-old twin. She had twins in 86, and in 88, I graduated high school. So we were just basically left to raise these twins. And lo and behold, these 2 twins are the first college graduates in our family. Not only are they the first college graduates, but they both have their master's degrees. And one is actually going for her PhD.
Whoa, wow,
congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah, man, that's definitely something to be proud of.
Absolutely.
The next question is a fill in the blank. I can't close out the day without blank. Something you need to close out the day with.
Without counting my blessings and just praying and being thankful.
Very good answer.
Yep. All right, what do you enjoy doing as a hobby?
What I enjoy doing as a hobby is fishing. You know, I work a lot and I'm always on the go. And there's a time where I slowed down and my best friend's father used to take me out to go fishing. And we would usually go out with a bunch of guys, you know, and some of the guys, they like to drink. So on the weekends, they wouldn't want to get up in the morning, like an early Saturday morning. And, you know, to go fishing sometimes, it's like you have to get up 4 or 5 in the morning and go out there. So I remember, like, my best friend's dad and I used to go out just fishing, just the 2 of us. And we would leave the rest of the fellas. And, yeah, it's so relaxing. You know, most recently, I had a buddy take me out, actually right in front of the Statue of Liberty in New York City there, and pull out stripers, striped bass. I believe fishing in front of the Statue of Liberty, that area is sort of illegal, because I remember when we pulled up, there was like a park ranger or something that pulled up on us, like, what is that you have? And the guy was just hiding the fish, and it was a weird experience. But yeah, they were afraid of getting fined, and I'm like, what do you have me doing here, man? I'm not trying to get locked up going fishing. I avoided getting locked up doing all kinds of things I should have been locked up for, right?
My stepdad used to take us fishing, like we would go camping and stuff, and we go fishing. I used to say, this is boring. I hated fishing.
Oh, yeah. Now, I get so excited once something bites and grabs my line. I'm like, oh, I got it.
Exactly. That's the fun of it. Yeah. I used to go with my dad and my brother-in-law. We went deep sea fishing, and we were catching a barracuda is the fish that we caught. When we were done, it was like a group of us. They said, oh, you have to put the fish back. We were like, excuse me? They're like, you can't eat that. We were like, why can't we eat it? It's fish.
Catch and release.
Right.
Yep, catch and release.
And the worst part about it, they paid for it.
Exactly. That was terrible, but we had a good time.
So, what is your favorite phrase or word?
I had to think about that. You know what I noticed, especially on social media, my favorite word lately has been awesome. You know, people would say things to me and post and tag me and things, and it's like, to me, the word that sums up everything is awesome, and I can just keep it moving.
Okay. And what are you not so good at?
You know what? I would say I'm not so good at being selfish. You know, I tend to give away everything. I'm telling you, I give away all of my clothes, my good sneakers. I give away my money. I'm just not that selfish, you know. And hey, if I'm blessed enough to have it, and I feel that I can always get it, I don't need to hoard. I don't need to stack up. Like, I don't even get these guys. I understand the sneakerheads. You know, they have a collection and it's more of an investment, but I just couldn't do it. I would say I'm not so good at being selfish.
That's good. Very good.
Right.
Sometimes you have to be a little selfish because you can give so much away, and then, you know, when it comes time when you get in a bind, then you have nothing and no one is there for you. So that, and when I say that, because I have a big heart too, so I will give to people too. You know, there are those times when people are not there for you and nobody can help you out. So that's the only reason why I say that. I'm not telling you.
Well, I realize that, and I think that I've been so blessed that anytime I've been in a bind, God always comes through for me. And I have a good support system and a safety net around me. So I'm blessed in that sense. So, and of course, you know, I definitely stash for rainy days like this COVID thing. You know, I was telling my girl, like, prior to this thing, like 5 years ago, I made a conscious decision. I'm like, I'm going to start downsizing and scaling back and, you know, focusing on my digital business, because something like a sixth sense just told me, like, things are going to be changing pretty soon. And I just knew that the older I get, things are going to be changing, and you really need to just prepare for not living so big where you're a hostage to your house and all of your overhead, but it's time to go out and explore more and travel more leisurely and just enjoy this beautiful earth. You know what I mean? So I made that conscious decision years ago, and when all of this stuff happened, I'm like, wow, you know, because I was definitely, I was consciously preparing for it, but unconsciously prepared for it, you know?
Yes, exactly. Knowing,
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more hints from Guess Who's Talking with Mr. Lawnge.
For years, people with hard-to-manage hair have had to shop the normal and the urban aisle to tame their locks. Those days are gone. I'm Wendy. And I'm Kim. We've created a product line called Mix Chicks. It can control frizz and define curls. With this product line, you can wash and go. That's really it. I don't have any more lines. She's just mad because my hair looks better than hers. No, it doesn't. That's why we had to light you, because you got to dye the gray.
And now it's time for our new artist spotlight.
Slugga music.
She murders and she leaves no witness. drop dead legs, yeah, she kill it. Make her own money and her own decisions. She's me, I am her, we the business. In all the conversations I have with the mirror, I just wanna turn all the way up. Hashtag girls gotta have fun. Life's so short and you only have one. Live like tomorrow's never gonna come, never gonna come. They be like, hey, what you gonna do with your life? Do with your life? Whatever I want, whatever I want. They be like, hey, what you gonna do with your life? Do with your life? Whatever I want, whatever I want. Ooh, don't give it time to reload it. Bump all the rules, do it your own way. Ooh, love up the bass, you should go, yeah. She and I are the same, she and I are the same. In all the conversations I have with the mirror, I just wanna turn all the way up. Hashtag girls gotta have fun. Life's so short and you only have one. Live like tomorrow's never gonna come, never gonna come.
Thank you for listening to our new artist spotlight. And now back to our show.
Welcome back to the show, Guess Who's Talking with Mista Lawnge. The mystery guest that we're talking to today, he's in a Grammy Award-winning hip-hop group from the East Coast, and they've sold millions of records throughout their music career. Now let's see if you can guess who's talking.
What is a hidden talent that you have?
Well, a hidden talent that I have is I'm a former breakdancer, you know? I mean, I've probably lost my windmills now, but I believe I'm still good for a backspin. And I used to have a mean head spin, but I'm quite a bit heavier now than back then, so I don't want to risk it.
Yeah.
No doubt. You know what? I never mastered the windmill, but I was the champion with the backspin. Nobody was faster. Nobody was faster.
Exactly. The backspin and the handspin, you know?
Oh yeah. No doubt, man. So, speaking of other things we do, side gigs, other things that you could possibly have done, what would you be doing right now if you weren't even in the music business?
If I weren't in this business and chose the career I chose, I would definitely be a nerd. I used to love school, you know, so as long as I could remember, you know, from kindergarten all the way through junior high, high school, I remember always having perfect attendance. And when I finished high school, I was entering college for a second, but I was taking up computer science. So I assumed that had I stayed the course, I would have probably invented like a MySpace or a Facebook or an Instagram, something along those lines, you know? I may have been the Napster guy, something like that, because I was definitely into computer science.
Kat is actually a computer geek herself.
Nice.
Nice. Tell you that. I got a master's in computer science.
Awesome.
That was my thing before this. Thank you.
So what is that? Is that on the software side, the hardware side, or what?
Software.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Definitely software. Yeah. But I got out of it about 15 years ago when everything went haywire and switched my career completely. But that's what I did for a while, so, yeah.
Well, that's definitely a good skill set to have, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's a good backup because I definitely still do some websites for certain folks, stuff like that, you know. But it's cool. It's cool.
Well, that's what I would have pursued. I would have definitely been in that computer science space.
Excellent.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. So what is the one thing you always do after a good performance?
After a good performance, I just pretty much, dry off because we put in a lot of work, So we're definitely sweaty after I finish, and I definitely grab the vodka. Where's the vodka? Where's the vodka? That's when the after party starts.
I hear you. So on another note, with the media, okay, the media has been known to typically shape the public's views. So how do you think that it has affected the music industry lately?
Well, the media, I think the media has always, taken negativity, especially in urban music, and exploit the hell out of it, So I just feel like in hip-hop, R&B, all of this stuff in general, it's like when these artists screw up, you get all the free press in the world. But when, you're doing positive and you're doing good things, you can't even pay to get them to pick up that story, So they always paint that picture, and now it seems as if, especially in hip-hop, you went from KRS-One to Kool Moe Dee to UTFO, you had the educated rapper, X-Clan, all of the socially conscious artists, to going through the gangster rap age now, to, our young kids out here just being junkies and having lean and Percocets and Molly and Xanax. So it's like, It's almost like the pharmaceutical industry is underwriting these kids, and it's just tolerated. So I just feel that the media steers as much negativity about urban culture as possible. And, you can't blame it on them totally, because these kids are the artists now, and this is what they pick up, and this is what they deem and consider trendy. But, it's a bad thing. And the thing is that throughout time, there's always been positive, socially conscious hip-hop out there. It's just that those guys don't get a shake at all, So even right now, through all of this noise, and you have the Tekashi 6ix9ines out here and everyone beefing with each other, there's tons of socially conscious, artists out here. That's on R&B, the hip-hop side, or whatever. It's just that it's unfortunate the media tends to, pick up on the negative, and that's what people tend to gravitate towards.
Yeah, man, I've known you for quite some time now. We've not always been in each other's presence, but I always got a good vibe from you. I know you're a good dude, and you're reflecting that right now in this interview, and I want to thank you for that.
Definitely.
All right. Thank you, brother. You know how we do, man.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Please make sure to subscribe to receive alerts for the next episode. And don't forget to comment below on who you guess we were talking to. Again, thank you for joining us on Guess Who's Talking with Mr. Lawnge. Stay safe out there, and God bless.
Guess who we're talking to? We can give a clue, but we won't tell you. So take a guess and do your best.